Yo, Portland Trailblazer fans, you guys should be mad. Got my mic in front of me right now because this video I'm going to need it a lot. If you read the title of this video, you already know I'm about to go on Portland. I'm not a fan of the Portland Trailblazers. I don't like them as an NBA team for a lot of reasons. But I'm going to start talking about Washington first because I'm never going to do a video on Washington Wizards this year. I'm going to give three things. Number one, John Wall was there. I don't think they would make the playoffs. Maybe the same record, just slightly better. I don't think they'll be a 12th or 13th seed still. And fire your head coach is number two. That's a good decision. Or trade to get Kevin Love, or really surround your team with 3-point shooters, because that's what Russ had in who's in OKC. He don't have that. I know he don't have that in Washington. Now I'm about to get on to this team now. Portland. Portland, I love Dame. I think he's a good player. But really, in the playoffs, I don't know what to say about playoff Dame. Because he's a good player, trust me. But, like, y'all repeat the same round. I've seen this on Instagram. This will inspire me to make this video. It starts with high hopes, which all y'all Portland fans have is high hopes. Y'all think y'all going to make the playoffs. Y'all say, we going to make the playoffs. We going to go far this year. Because y'all got good trades. Y'all get good trades or something like that. Then, when your starting players get injured like CJ McCollum, then y'all barely make the playoffs. Like, y'all go maybe 8th seeded, almost close to 9th seeded, like last year. And then y'all get knocked out in the first round, a sweep or a friendly sweep. I don't know what to say for y'all. Because Portland fans have that same thing. Like, I'm a Hawks fan, and I know what it's like to make the playoffs. Like, we start with high hopes. We make or miss the playoffs. And when we do make the playoffs, we are around second round or a conference finals team. Really depends on what team it is. Really. But, so yeah, like, I have to say, I feel for Portland. I feel for Portland fans, not Portland in general, because Portland do the same mistakes over and over again. They get good role players that we don't think is really going to do nothing. When they do something, or they play a small role, they get injured, we say Portland needs them back because they do this. And I think that's a big problem, because Portland always, they get injury prone kind of players. And then when they don't have injury players, here's what happens. Portland either gets swept. Like, let's talk about 2019. Toronto Raptors won the championship. I know that. But let's talk about it. That was Portland's best year to win the championship. I know you say, but what about the Raptors? Again, that's the Raptors' best year to win the championship too. Because let me tell you about these two teams. In the East, the Raptors had no LeBron, number one. There was no dominant superstar in the East, except for Giannis, really, if you count him as the superstar yet. So really, with Kawhi, there was no dominant star in the Eastern Conference. So really, he could really get through there. And when he did it, though, they went up against an uncompleted Golden State Warriors team. So yeah, now let's go to Portland. OKC. A good team, but I think they didn't have a third scorer, so that's what killed them. They didn't have a third scorer to really get them a game 5 or game 6 or a game 7. After that, what happens next? Okay, they go up against Denver, who really a good team that year, but not good, really good, that good like they were this year. Okay, that's okay. You know, they get past them. I think they sweep them, right? Okay, let's go on to Golden State. Golden State was incomplete. Like, they didn't have, per se, again, Portland had no LeBron in the playoffs. There was no LeBron in Western Conference. There was no Kevin Durant because he was injured. It was a fair-on battle for Golden State and Portland. It's not like the Houston Rockets situation where basically every time Kevin Durant and the Warriors were there to stop them. Portland, this time, there was no Kevin Durant to stop y'all. Y'all don't really have a good excuse. There was no Kevin Durant to stop y'all, so y'all really had no excuses. And, yeah. What happens? Portland gets swept Bring out the brooms. Sorry, my. Oh, whoa. So yeah, if I'm a Portland fan, and then they go into next year, get Carmelo Anthony, a good player, really, borrow his career back from them, and then get friendly swept. Like, if I'm Portland fans, y'all do the same thing every year. Y'all bring in a good player or a good role player, and then y'all don't have any first round picks. Like, to be honest with you, I know Portland. If I'm a Portland fan, I will at least want some picks, a first round pick, because we don't keep making the playoffs. We make the playoffs every year, but get swept mostly every year. So why not try to get some number one, maybe number second round picks that really will do something? They don't. So yeah, like, really, if I'm a Portland fan, it's always been what's best for Dame, and Dame hasn't asked much of you. So if I'm Dame, good player, I would say to Dame, what do we need? Like, we need inside scoring a lot instead of just 3-point shooting, because I don't know how to say it. Like, if Portland took Kevin Love, that would help them a little bit more. Not saying they would go to the conference finals again. I'm just saying that would help them a lot more than we think it would. I mean, they may have to trade away Yusuf Nurkic, a good player who plays a lot of offense, or they may have to trade away Carmelo. I just have to say they need something really to bring them back. And if they want to win, they're going to need to get, how happens to y'all, picks and a good player. Like, I'm gonna put a little bit on Kevin Love, because I'm about to talk about Kevin Love now, because I feel sorry for Kevin Love. His whole career, when he goes to free agency, I believe he's a free agent this year. I believe he's not going to get picked up by any team, really. I don't think no team's going to want Kevin Love. He's going to sit on the free agency list for this whole next year, because of no team would want him because of his talent levels anymore. Like, unless they're willing to trade or something like that, no team's going to want Kevin Love anymore. No team will want Kevin Love the way he is. So, I'm Kevin Love. I don't know what to say for you, but if I'm Portland fans, I'm done with Portland. I'm done being a Portland fan, because all we do is make the playoffs and we get swept, kind of. So yeah, I don't know what to say about Portland, really. Get them a good power forward, though, in Kevin Love again. Get some trades at least to get a good power forward in Kevin Love. A player who can get inside and do 3-point shooting. That's all for Portland, though, guys, because I don't know what to say about y'all anymore. Like, y'all make the playoffs every year and lose. So, if I'm Portland fans, pray that you guys get better. That's all for now. Do y'all agree with my opinion, or do y'all think I'm just too hard on Portland? Because, like, how people are hard on Washington all the time, every year, we should be hard on Portland. So, yeah, that's all for now. I'll see you guys next time on The Good, Bad, and Ugly on Kamel Sixter channel. Let me know what other video I should do. Last video was on the Utah Jazz, All Day For Real. Go watch that video if y'all haven't seen that video. A good video. And that's all for now. Remember, I need a new intro, so if y'all want to send me one, go to my ID, Conkman06.